No.
Out if it's a cream we have to put on or a powder.
Of course.
But either way, that dog's not coming back to. Hey, everybody, welcome to Whiskey Cinema. I'm your host, Anna Holder. With me, as always, Jordan the Juggernaut Eames, Brandon Rich. How are you guys doing? How you feeling tonight?
Doing good.
God, I'm so good.
I
So
feel
good.
rested.
Now that we're here. We had some hurdles we had to jump over again. It's just standard now. You guys, if we're on time, then that's weird.
If anything, it's part of our chic at this point. You know what I mean?
That's right. It's just who we are. Just pieces of
It's
shit.
part of our charm.
Our other podcast would be called "Why Would It Work?"
Why would we be on time?
We run on Eames time. We just nap before the podcast starts.
Hey, man.
It's true. It's true.
I feel great. I won't lie to you guys.
Good. You look well rested.
I
Yeah.
feel fine now. You know what I mean?
Well, good, man. I'm glad you feel better. Just let us know next time. Tell our viewers, they're like, hey, we have to wait until Eames wakes up before we go live. Sorry.
Oh, dude,
I
feel
need
so
kids,
fucking
so when
bad.
I'm late, I can just blame everything on my kid had my phone. I don't
Fuck,
know.
Oakley
I don't know what to
had
tell
it.
you.
Dude, ask the wife. Oakley had the phone in my
You're calling
room.
him out. He doesn't watch. He knows better not to watch this.
True. Does he, though? Because he was the one shouting, Whiskey Wednesday. One of my Whiskey Wednesdays.
Well, that's because he loves whiskey. I mean, you're raising your kid right, not to watch shitty podcasts and to drink right.
Well, everybody, welcome to Whiskey Cinema. This is our first time with a partnership with The Buzz. The Buzz is an awesome entertainment website. Does a lot of different sports, movies, information, that kind of stuff, up to the minute podcast. And we're part of the team now. We're part of The Buzz.
Officially, I guess?
We're under their wing, dude. We're warm. We're cozy under there.
We're drill bit tailoring it right now?
That's right. You're safe down here. You're safe.
See, this is my wing. This is you under it.
We're part of The Buzz. Definitely check it out. This Whiskey Cinema is brought to you by The Buzz. I'm excited for the partnership.
I'm stoked. You're helping us out with this across state lines business.
I know. Brandon had warrants. This is his first episode where he's
I
in
know.
Phoenix.
Hey, don't tell him where I am. Jesus.
Oh,
I don't even know where I am.
I meant Phoenix,
I'm not
Canada.
in Phoenix.
Yeah, it's Phoenix, Canada. It's the FBI.
I hear it's cold.
Oh, there is one of those. There we
It's
go.
different.
Marcus Phoenix. I was talking
Marcus
about Gears
He
of
knows
War.
his geography.
This episode, we're going to be talking about our favorite prank movies. Prank movies as in like schemes and skits like Jackass, but also movies that just have good pranks in them. As I went through them, I could not believe how many prank movies there were and how many of them take place in college. It just seems like if you're in college, you make a college movie,
Dude.
There's going to be pranks.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I mean, I went to college. Like, I drove past a campus once, and I saw that they were pranking everybody.
Yeah.
Every day.
It was like a weird, just pranks everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I think later in the show, too, we should talk about a prank we did. One of our favorite pranks or one of our pranks that worked the best. I know you guys are...
I've got a few, I think.
I'll call you guys practical. You know what I mean? Not impractical.
I'm very practical.
Yeah, you guys are
My
practical.
jokes are always practical.
Yeah. Also PG. All of our jokes.
That's
My
right.
favorite prank movie was New Mutants when you guys tricked me into seeing it. That was the best prank
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was such a
did.
good prank movie.
Oh, God,
You were the
so
first
good.
one to watch it.
I was gonna say.
Well, I have to rewatch it now because I've caught so much heat from people. But I rewatched the Harley Quinn movie because of that.
Yeah.
Could not believe I was absolutely correct to leave that movie. I was like, oh, 20 more minutes. And she's like, got really good in the last 20 minutes. Like, you must. God damn it.
I don't blame you for leaving during that one.
Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough one.
Fuck
Am I
that
the
one.
one that liked it?
Yeah, but we've established you like
you
our
usually
buddy
do.
Steven.
I'll admit I'm a little biased when it comes to comic book movies.
A little.
Okay, I'm super biased when it comes
You
to
have a little
comic
bit of a
book
beard.
I didn't hate it. Don't get me wrong. I didn't hate it. Like, I stayed during the whole thing, and I enjoyed it. But will I ever watch it again? Hopefully not.
Hopefully
movies.
not.
Hopefully not. That's fair.
Your onboard movie is Harley Quinn. You just see all the screens get punched at the same time. The headrest.
The one guy opens the airlock.
Let's get into some of these prank movies, guys. We're going to be talking about our favorite, least favorite, overrated, and underrated. So, I mean, there's a bunch to choose from, too. Do you guys have... What do you want to jump into? What do you feel?
Let's go with... let's go overrated.
Overrated.
What's your overrated movie, Brandon?
Lead us in the charge.
I'm actually going with the TV show. TV show. Inspired by Jackass. A couple of those people went and did Wild Boys. Now, I didn't hate Wild Boys. Don't get me wrong. I watched it every week.
Uh-huh.
But to me, it just wasn't as good as Jackass or Viva La Bam. I preferred those ones easily, but a lot of people said that that one was the best. That was the pinnacle. Like, nah, bro. Nah, bro.
I did love Viva La Bam, if I'm being honest.
It just
That
kicks you
shit
right in the
was-
face.
That shit was so funny.
Him tattoos and eyeliner
Oh,
and
yeah.
Lamborghini roofs.
It's fucking fingerless gloves in every episode.
I know, it's so funny.
I was a fan. I liked Wild Boys a lot. Actually, I'm on the opposite side of the fence where I'm like, that was it.
That was
You
the
don't
pinnacle.
get higher than the Wild Boys.
You
I
like
loved the Wild Boys.
Running by grabbing
show.
a lion's tail.
Yeah.
Dude, that was crazy.
Grabbing a cookie off a rattlesnake's head.
Oh my
You know
god.
how stupid you have to be to do that?
How about some props to Rattlesnake having great balance? No one
True.
talks about that.
True. I liked it from Jackass, where they have a lot of these animal pranks. They bring the same guys, Manny Twig,
Yeah.
their predatorial animal expert,
There's Snake Guy.
David Weathers, the snake guy.
Yeah. And they
You
put
seen-
Bam in the
Yeah.
back with like a king cobra. That's a cobra. You out of your mind?
His
So
cobra's
funny.
like a fucking cobra, dude, and he's crying.
He's crying.
Yeah.
And he slammed his head when he got out of like the horse trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, every time I watch that now, I just listen for like the bong.
My favorite's Knoxville. Are you crying? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all he says. Is just, yeah. He just openly admits it.
Jackass might be one of the best prank shows. I think we should probably just get into all of the Jackasses.
I'm with it.
I wish they'd make another one, to be honest.
They're filming another one.
Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine your old bones.
I mean, with most everybody there.
well, yeah.
That's a Ryan.
Some are-
Man.
Most of there's a couple of people.
There's
They'll
one-
watch from hell.
There's one
Oh.
ginger that's not quite gonna be there.
Yeah, that'll be great. Probably help Bam out too.
Oh,
Last time I
yeah.
saw Bam, he gained like 180.
Oh yeah. He was such a more
Oh, he
like-
needs the money. Maybe he can lose some of that weight, that baby
Yeah.
weight.
I love
Nothing wrong with that, but it is a change for sure.
Hey man, I get it. Your best friend goes down, you're gonna gain some
Your
LBs.
life's gonna change a little.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they're filming another one right now. I haven't seen the cast, but it's the same guys. I'm worried because now they're all like 10 years older.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, you know, and I'm just like,
50s, 60s.
yeah, what are we looking at here, guys? Are your pranks going to be trying to start your scooters and pulling the battery
It's
out?
gonna be a lot of like bad grandpa skits, but instead they don't need the makeup crew to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd just be worried they die.
It's, you know, you can't do the. I mean, I guess Steve-O probably could. Steve-O's.
Steve still does all that stuff
Yeah.
sober.
I'll say he's clean now.
Well, his whole thing is just throwing up, right? He can throw up at any age.
That's true. Oh, that was the one thing from the very first Jackass movie, and it depleted as the movies went on.
Yeah.
The amount of gross shit they did
Yes.
that made him throw up. In like number 2, you had like 2 skits. Number 3, you had like 2
Yeah.
or 3. But that first one, it was like half of the fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Was these gross skits where Steve-O throws up. They show the cameraman throw up. My favorite one though is when they're doing fucking paper cuts and the
Oh.
fucking cameraman passes out. He's like, woo, woo, and then just falls flat on his
So
face
funny.
and passes out.
What's your favorite prank from the Jackass movies, Brandon? You can include Class Action Park or Bad Grandpa or all those other spin-offs too.
I actually did love the bad grandpa prank that they made the movie off of. I thought that shit was hilarious. Him driving a scooter, fucking through the window and shit, and then
Oh,
driving
yeah.
off. I love that. I thought that was hilarious.
When
Cross the line.
when he takes his you cross it. When he takes his grandson out and it's just his grandson's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Dude, he's like, is that how you want to raise him? He's like, shut up, hippie.
Yeah, shut up, baby boy. He's like, cross this line. I'll cross any fucking line. Oh, you cross the line.
Man, and talk about guys that are so unafraid to get punched in the face.
Oh,
They want footage. They fight with bulls and alligators.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, dude, punching me in the face would be fine.
dude.
I'll take a punch in the
Yeah,
face.
Buffalo Derby.
Oh
One of my favorites. He's walking around and he's strutting back and forth and just gets ran over by a yak or whatever.
Oh, dude, it's
It
crazy.
fucking kills me. Anytime they do let's be honest, we've all watched those movies. Like, I could do that.
Sure.
I would do that. You get me
Oh,
in a
I've
ring
never
with a
once
bull-
thought that shit.
on any of them.
No.
Any prank they've
I'm a
done, you never
pussy.
thought you would do.
Dude, everything scares me. I don't even do roller coasters anymore. Jump in an arena with a bull. Fuck out of here. I ain't playing a trumpet while I get gored.
I love that one because Steve-O's sitting there trying to get his attention, and Dunn is just getting fucking hammered by this
like a French horn or something. It's crazy. That was so funny. His face. I would say we definitely had to jump into Jackass as like one of our first ones because that is the epitome of stunts or practical joke shows. The high five hand that hits literally knocks him off his feet.
God, I see that come up on Facebook every now and then. I watch it every time.
Every time.
So funny. Hey, bam, high five.
Yeah, the best is high five. But he doesn't even like fall back. He just goes from a standing position to a laying position like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah,
it's
exactly like that's what it's. I think that's why it's so funny. It's like your instincts aren't to kick your feet up when you fall.
Yeah,
but his were.
Yeah, his were just like he just went limp. And
he looks like he's slipping a banana peel.
Let the hand do it.
Well, if Tom Segura taught us anything, you don't put your arm down when you fall.
That's fair.
Oh,
yeah, that's fair.
God, I can't. I see that every once in a while. My cousin Ronnie loves to show me broken bone stuff.
Yeah,
he sends it to me all the time, and I get tricked every time.
Yeah,
I always watch the videos. And the title will be like, his leg turned into a question mark. And I was just like, oh, God.
You're like, but I want to see it, so I'm going to watch it.
I told him, I said, one day you're going to send me something good. He's like, maybe.
Maybe. As far as you know.
Keep trying.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Jackass for me is probably my favorite.
What's your favorite of the 3 movies?
Man, probably like the second one. I think the second. Is that the one they start off with the running of the bulls, where they're running through the house and the bulls are destroying everything? One. I mean, they all kind of blend together for me.
Yeah.
The prank that I thought was absolutely crazy was the rocket ship one, where Johnny Knoxville did the Acme.
Where he's going up when he's on the lake?
To shoot over the lake. And they're like, I mean, I don't know if they had a scientist work on that. It certainly didn't seem like it.
I think those are my favorite ones, though, because it's like they're trained at the beginning. Don't attempt these stunts. They're done by trained professionals. I was like, are they though?
Right? Are they? They ain't.
They're by some jackasses just thinking they know what the fuck they're doing.
Wile E. Coyote's a professional. It never works out for him, so I don't know why they think.
If Wile E. Coyote taught us anything, it's don't look down.
Don't look God.
Okay.
The shit they do to Bam on that show, throw him in a pit of snakes and he's crying, bro.
No, dude, let me the fuck out of here. Oh, I hate you, Jeff.
Oh, they just pee on each other.
Anything for footage, man. The Rocky scenes when he just gets the water and just fucking haymakers his friends. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, if one of my friends haymakers me, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
But what if that haymaker got you a $750,000 house?
Worth it.
There you go.
But I'm still gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Brandon, call off the stunt. I can't do it. Call off.
It's too late. I'm already in Arizona. He got to fly down here, whoop my ass, and then he might as well just stay and visit.
I was gonna say at that point I'd just stay and visit and hang out.
Yeah, I got a bed for you to join me in.
Obviously, I'm not sleeping by myself.
Lucky. Let's get into some.
Well, obviously, I would never make you.
That is my favorite Jackasses for a series. If we're talking about our favorite prank and stunt shows, I'm not gonna pick a Jackass. I'll just say the whole.
Just Jackass.
Just Jackass. The shows. Class Action Park is one of those movies where they fill in the story and they don't need to. Just show me the stunts, but they wanted to have a story and have Chris Pontius try to act.
Hey man, that's part of what you're talking about.
They just said, "Hey, do you, boo boo?"
Yeah,
that's all he did. He didn't really try to act. He was just himself.
He was just Chris Pontius. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. I'll say just real quick before we move on from Jackass is when they're just like walking out. You want to say it's L.A.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, just out of a fucking pit, Chris Pontius dressed as Satan.
Oh yeah.
Or as a devil fucking shoots up, and he's like, "Keep God out of California." And as he walks past the camera, he's like, "Oh, I landed straight on my head." And they show the slow motion. He's just boom.
For a group that constantly does stunts where they fall downstairs and stuff, they never protect their head.
No.
Never.
No, it's not funny that way, Danny. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you're right.
The helmet saved his head from, brain damage.
Oh, he threw himself down a flight of stairs with that luggage cart, but he wore a helmet. I'd be like, I don't know. That was pretty crazy.
And who didn't love Party Boy growing up?
Oh yeah, boom, 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 boom. He's like, I feel like partying right now. And he just fucking rips his pants off. Oh,
do you like to party? Because I do.
Do you like to party?
He just goes into Speaker City.
Yeah.
Fucking rips his clothes off.
Can I try this? And he puts in the fucking video to the tape. He's like, yeah, that sounds good. It makes you want to party, huh? He rips his clothes off. So goddamn funny.
I mean, what do you do? The guy's just like, oh, what's happening? What do? You have
Me
no
and Amanda
recourse.
also found out if you're in Japan, you can do anything, and security just makes a whistle.
What's that mean?
Oh yeah.
In the first one, he goes to this like mall in Japan, I guess would be what it is.
Okay.
And he puts on and he's in his fucking thong and he's dancing around, and the mall security guy comes up, and then fucking Pontius takes his hat, puts it on his own head, still dancing around, and the security's just like, okay, hey, get back here. And then walks away and blows a whistle, and I'm just like, you can do anything. Murder somebody in Japan, you're gonna get a whistle blown at you, and then you can move on with the rest of your life.
So
But he was so charismatic and handsome. I'd let him do that to me.
That could be what it was too. He just turned on the charm, you know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah. Man comes at me in a Speedo. I ain't saying no.
Didn't have to roll, or maybe he didn't. He just rolled a natty. You don't know.
I'm gonna keep this right.
Just roll the natty.
That's right. He rolled a natty, dude. His persuasion's off the charts. He's Chris Pontius.
That's fair, man. That's fair.
So, what is your guys' favorite? Would you say? My favorite is the Jackass movies for sure. I mean, that's one I really dig. I put it on at parties, even if I don't know anybody. And if the party just starts, like people are laughing, like, dude, his dick looks like a mouse. He's put it near a snake. Just starts. People just laugh, and nobody's mad.
The start to that prank is one of my favorites. He's like, there was a happy mouse, and you just see the fucking, and Johnny Knoxville just got it on his string.
Oh, it's because of puppet show.
Yeah, the puppet. He's like, and there was a hungry serpent, and the fucking snakes just watching this fucking mouse the whole time.
So funny. Yeah, but we should probably move on from Jackass as much as we can. We would all want to.
I agree. I'll say the Jackass ones and all their offshoots are probably my favorite. Okay. Viva La Bam, yeah. Wild Boys, Jackass, the movies. They're all, to me, they're all great.
Yeah.
As terrible as they are.
Wesley Grounds in here said CKY movies, the ones that started it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a band. CKY is a band.
They also made the prank movies, too. That's what
I was just saying, like, they're also a band. Like, I don't know if you guys heard him. I fuck with him.
Bam's brother's the drummer, I believe.
Yeah.
His older brother's the drummer for CK.
Didn't even know he had a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see him a few times in Viva La Bam. And then if you watch the Married, what was it?
He had like 5 shows.
Yeah, he had one where he married Missy, and his brother was in there quite a bit.
I didn't watch that one. I gave up on him.
I did, and I should have given up. But I stuck through like a fan would.
When you turn like, I don't know, I'd say probably like 18 or 19, you're like, I've seen this guy for like 6 years. I think I'm good.
I
mean, things weren't getting better for him.
They hit their peak.
He peaked.
They did. Jets are still making a 4th one.
So what is your favorite, Brandon? So our favorite's the Jackass movies. You know,
I'm going to be the guy who goes different here. I'm going to go Impractical Joker, but the TV show.
Not
just
the
TV show.
Okay.
Not the movie, not their stand-up. None of that crap, just Impractical Jokers.
What about their cruise?
I don't mind. I would fucking go on that cruise easily.
You wake up and there's like whipped cream on your face, and you're like, I signed up for this, I guess.
I will say that I'll that's rough though, because I love that show.
I watch that show almost every day. Ain't even gonna lie. If it's on TV, it's usually my go-to. If there's nothing else on, and it's always on True TV.
That I'd slept on for years. My brother-in-law watched it. He's like, "Oh, these guys are so funny." I want to say my in-laws watched it when it was like first around, and they were like, "Oh, it's so funny." I'm like, "Oh, it's not okay. Calm down." And then I started watching, and I was like, "What have I been doing?" These guys are fucking hilarious.
Well, that show has made me cry of laughter.
That show's made
more than one occasion.
From laughter and straight irritation. That's me and my friends did that shit all through high school. We just weren't smart enough to put it on TV.
Yeah, right?
Make all the money in the world.
What were you thinking?
And have terrible stand-up comedy.
Is it really bad?
It's not good. I'm not.
Their stand-up comedy is very forced.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's very scripted. Some of their jokes are funny, but it's just like overall, nah, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna tell you why I think the show is smarter than I thought it was. Because I was like, I've seen prank shows before. I'm not. The punishments at the end are really brilliant. That you punish someone who did the worst in these challenges. And I love the twists on the challenges. When they had Joe, I think in the movie, where he's painted to look just like the wall, and then he came out, but then he had to give the rest of the tour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not the movie.
Is that the movie?
That was actually funny, unlike the movie.
Oh, that's the show?
I was going to say, the movie, that's when he was like the he had gotten lost on the trail.
Oh yeah, he's like
and he comes out like Gollum. Dude,
That's right.
I'll admit that was one of the pranks in there because this movie, the Practical Jokers movie, is my overrated because of how much I love the show.
Yeah, it's my overrated.
And I watched the movie and I'm like thinking it should be like Jackass, just like some of these pranks that are maybe a little bit more dirty or physical, whatever
shit they can't do on TV.
Yeah, stuff they can't do on TV. And
instead they follow Paula Abdul.
Yeah, and I got a terrible story with like 3 pranks mixed in.
That's the problem that some of these shows have, where they force a story. You don't need to force a story. Class Action Park, which was based on that real park in New York, I believe, or New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story in itself. But, I mean, just show me the stunts. Do more stunts, I guess, is what I'm saying. I don't need 20 minutes of filler before you go like, well, how are we going to pay for this bar tab? Oh, I know. First person that doesn't lick a stranger's face or whatever, and you're like, okay, guys, you don't have to force this. Just start.
Just do the pranks. I agree.
Yeah, I was fine with them giving me like the how we started story, which is not how they started, but that's what they were doing at the beginning, and then just jump into pranks. Boy, was I wrong. That was disappointing.
Yeah, no, like I said, I would have been fine with that. The show me the setup. Do an episode where you do stuff that you can't do on TV, and then just keep going till the end. Don't give me some story, because I thought it was pointless and a waste of my time at the end of it. As funny as I thought some of the pranks were.
Yeah.
Like when Joe has to take the guy around the car 3 times, and he's like, "Come here, you see this right here, this fender? Okay, we're gonna move over here." That was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe could talk anybody into doing anything, though.
I'm telling you, that guy is fucking hilarious. He doesn't give a shit about anything.
No.
Except his wife. It's one of my favorite
His wife and kids.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite pranks when they're like, all right, you got to kiss that girl, and his fucking wife is sitting right next to him. And he's just like, nope, and just walks off.
I don't even think it was kiss. I think it was just you had a hit on her, and he's just like, nah.
Yeah.
He won't do that crap. Well, he's got a little riskier about it in the later seasons.
Yeah.
He isn't as afraid. Like, he's finally learned marriage isn't all that great.
I'm like,
he stares off screen like,
it's for the show. Just kidding.
It's for the show.
But yeah, Joe's probably my favorite out of all of them because this dude ain't afraid to do shit.
That's Amanda just commented saying that he is fearless. I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
I would like to think that prankster. I've done a couple pranks and fun stuff, but I do get embarrassed by some stuff. Joe does not.
No. He don't give a shit. Joe kills me.
Get naked and walk in front of this judge. He's like, his pants already off. He's like, wait, like he's just already about it. Yeah. Jumping onto the tables on the show. That was so funny.
I just want to know if you ever found Larry, man.
Larry.
That's another one of those parts that made me cry. Him running around. Larry Asparagus.
Yeah, the movie for me was overrated.
Yeah, for sure.
I liked the stunts they did. I thought it was funny. Bringing in a tiger for Sal, who's for some reason scared of kittens. I don't know why.
Just cats in general. Guys in fucking cat costumes. It don't matter.
Crazy.
I don't get it. That dude's a pussy.
It's illogical.
Don't say that around him. You'll terrify him.
Yeah. You pussy cat?
No.
It's not a thing.
I hear Bill Murray's coming. He voiced Garfield. He's a really bad phobia. He goes deep.
I'd run too from that one.
Yeah. So that's for me is my overrated. Is that everybody's overrated? Is Impractical Jokers?
It's my overrated. Wild Boys.
My overrated was Wild Boys.
I was just bummed.
My worst is Impractical Jokers by far.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I fucking hated that movie. I didn't finish it. I pulled a Danny. I walked out of my house.
This movie was so bad, I got up and left my own home.
Just got done. You're like, I gotta go get an ice cream.
I'm out of here.
Gotta run to the gas station.
I felt like that whole movie was just fake. I couldn't do it. I felt like even the challenges were fake. To me, at least. Not that they weren't funny. I felt like it was all just scripted.
I didn't think
not for me.
Challenges were fake per se. Some of them, I guess, like him on the trail coming out as like Gollum. I'd be like, you could see them letting the people know.
Yeah.
But like the earn one, because that's some shit they do on the show.
Yeah,
that is. Give, like the eulogy or whatever.
Oh, that was
pretty
great.
good.
And Murray they're just like, leave the urn, and Murray just walks away and starts laughing. The fucking urn's next to that guy, and he's just like,
what do I do with this?
Hey! And, you know, like, that one, not so much, but like Joe coming out of the trail, I could see that one being scripted.
So funny.
Yeah.
I think when he came up, he's like, does anybody have a tab? Like, he just kept making references to like the 80s and 70s. It was so funny. I was
what
like,
year is it?
It's like, he's like, I heard they're making a Karate Kid 2. Is that true? Was it good? Yeah. Practical Jokers for me. The show's great. The cruise line, I bet it's fun. The movie, not good.
Yeah, I agree.
The movie's just as good as the Tenderloins. That's their stand-up group name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Have they said why it's the Tenderloins?
I think so, but I blocked that shit out because I don't like them.
No, that's fair. I don't care, but just give me the Impractical Joker guys.
Yeah.
The show version.
I just want Joe, Murray, Q, and Sal. That's all I want.
Right. I agree. I'll admit, Q, I think Q's my second favorite. Because
Q's probably my second favorite, too.
When he makes certain jokes, he's very like sly about it.
Yeah.
He's one of like the smarter, funny guys where he like makes a joke that probably makes him laugh.
He's got like a drier sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Where Sal falls over laughing every day.
Yeah.
And then Q just slides in with like some quick hitters.
Yeah, slide in with like a quick hitter or.
All right, who's your least favorite? Let's jump in there. Who's your least favorite?
Mine's Murray, I guess. And that's nothing against Murray. It's just I like the other guys better.
You just don't like
mine's Murray.
Guys who are funny?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're jumping up on. They're drinking my Kool-Aid.
As much as I think it's hilarious that when he like cries laughing, I think Sal's my least favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
God.
Anytime he breaks though, I laugh. But outside of that, I'm just like, I just can't. I can't with Sal. Everybody else I find pretty funny.
Dude, I don't know. To have a guy that has a Jaden Smith tattoo, I think
two of them.
I was gonna say he's got two Jaden Smith tattoos.
It's unbelievable.
That was one of the skits that I almost couldn't watch because I'm like, I'm so embarrassed for you, as an adult man. Have you seen Jaden? And he's just when they're like, give him the crazy eyes, and he's just
Where
he just starts blinking all crazy and
the slow blinks.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, if you guys blink slow, like in real life, you need to fix that right away.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're a serial killer right off the bat.
100% terrifying.
When your lizard eyes are drying out too quickly because you're thinking about what that person would look like in a bowling bag.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, Practical Jokers is really good. The show not as much. How about pranks in movies? There's 100 college movies. In every college movie, there's a prank.
Pretty much.
For some reason, they just prank each other all the time in college movies. Some old-timey ones like Porky's and Animal House.
Animal House.
Where he brings the horse into the dean's office and he wants him to shoot him and kill him and leave it in there.
Yeah.
And he can't because he's too scared. And he shoots a blank. He shoots up in the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
The guy runs and goes, "It was blanks. How'd you kill a horse?" I think I gave it a heart attack. So funny.
I'm going to talk about the best prank in any of these movies.
Okay.
And it's from Revenge of the Nerds.
Date rape? Is that the best prank?
It's not so much the best one, but it's the one that makes me laugh the most.
Nerds!
Because I'm like, what? Who in their right mind thinks that this is the best way to get this guy? Fuck this guy. I'm going to dress up in the same costume.
Unbelievable.
Fuck his girlfriend.
Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, that's like some mafia type shit, bro. Just from the lighter side. Not like I'm going to kill you, but I'm going to fuck your girlfriend.
Dude, it's the scene from the campaign. He's like, "You get my son to call you daddy? Turn the page of that button. I fuck your wife." That was crazy. Talk about a movie you can't make now.
Oh, fuck.
My favorite prank comes from South Park, where he feeds the kids' parents to him in Chile.
Man, cartoons just get away with stuff, you know, like
yeah.
Started it. I guess you can't. I guess they feel silly like suing a cartoon,
Yeah,
but for some reason they
fair.
literally get away with murder.
Yeah,
Or it'll make me laugh every time.
Or they get away with just having a fucking serial chicken fucker running around.
Oh, dude, unbelievable.
Like,
How do they do this?
I just don't. Nobody bats an eye.
No, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, super. That's on the norm here."
Operation Get Behind the Darkies from the movie.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. They strap them to their planes and tanks.
Yeah, just like, you can't do this.
Can you imagine if that was live action? How many protests and like people lined up and burning?
God, serious.
But a cartoon's a cartoon.
Cartoon people, I guess, just don't give a shit.
I think I don't know, something. There's supposed to be some weird law about it where you can't sue a cartoon for being crazy.
And South Park's just taking advantage of it, I guess.
Good on them.
I agree.
Absolutely. They're still doing it. They're still making new episodes of shit.
Cripple fight, dude. You can't have that shit in real life.
Not
a cartoon, though. You can't.
Fine. We'll let it slide. We'll let you feed kids' parents to them chili. That's fine. It's a cartoon.
How do you like your chili, Scott? I caught Mr. and Mrs. Tenement chili. that episode like haunts my dreams, and they're like, "Whoa, dude, let's not fuck with Cartman anymore."
God, serious.
The older kid sells Cartman pubes.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. If you say I'm a little pig boy. I'm a little piggy, here's my snout. I don't know why I know that episode. I haven't watched all of the South Parks, but
That's because it's a great episode, that's why. That's the episode I remember. That and the Warcraft episode.
Hilarious episode.
So funny. I'm here for the puke fair. Get away from me, you little weirdo. Get away from me. All right, I'm going to talk about maybe another... Most of these pranks aren't PG.
Yeah.
They aren't because that would make them funny. One of the weirdest pranks that they did shoot and film is from a movie I really like. It's my underrated film, which is Van Wilder.
Mm-hmm.
The one that started Ryan Reynolds' career as Deadpool, essentially, because he's just a jokester in this entire movie, based off the true story of Burt Kreischer. That movie is.
Really?
Yeah, they interviewed him, and it's based off of an article he wrote in Rolling Stones about him never leaving college. He stayed for like 7 years or 8 years or something.
No shit.
Just partied, yeah.
Sounds like Burt Kreischer.
Certainly does. And the prank they did to get back at these guys for, I think, allowing in minors to drink at their club or something at their party is he filled up cannolis with dog spunk and gave it to him to eat.
That's disgusting.
Certainly is. And the way, I don't know why they do this in movies. Like, it's never like someone, if they taint food, like The Help, where she, like, I think she literally shit in a pie.
Yeah.
To get back at, like, her owner who's a dick. They never have someone just, like, eat it like you'd eat a pie. Like, this guy's gargling the cannoli, like, the innards of it, and just, like, smearing it. He's like, I like the feel of it. It's just, like...
It's too far.
They would never do that.
The guy who loves cannolis, I don't blame him. I would do the same thing.
Have you checked your cannolis? The ones that you've got?
Oh, no.
I
hope that's how they come.
I was saying, you're hoping they come that way, right?
Yeah, Van Wilder for me is my underrated. I've probably seen the movie maybe like 40 times. It used to be one of the only movies I owned.
Yeah.
Tara Reid is in it the perfect amount. She has like maybe 10 lines.
That's fair.
It's perfect.
She doesn't need more than that in any movie.
No. It's a bad idea.
It's Tara Reid we're talking about.
Sharknado 5? Something like that?
Shark 67. The Sharktopus.
The Sharktopus.
That's a real movie.
I know it is.
God. That was actually going to be my underrated too. Ain't even gonna lie.
Nailing it. Look at this teamwork.
That was pretty good,
Across
dude.
state lines. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It's because that bulldog is just hilarious. Him and his fat nuts.
Those things could raise the Titanic.
I forgot about the bulldog.
Well, that's why they
smoke
did
the top
it. They
every
released
time.
it. They're like, oh, he just needed some help. That's why they were so big.
Yeah. I had cannolis. I was ready.
Write that down. Whirring is like a rocking chair. Gives you something to do, but you're not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
Write that down.
Write that down. So we're going underrated?
Underrated.
Underrated. I'm gonna go with one that you guys probably haven't seen.
Ooh.
Max Keeble's Big Move.
Nope.
Anybody?
It sounds familiar.
It's a
It's probably
Disney show
dog
that
shit,
came
though.
out quite a few years ago. A Disney like live action show. Kid's an elementary school kid. I want to say elementary school. It might be junior high. Finds out that his dad is going to take a job elsewhere.
Okay.
Doesn't want him to leave, and then they're like, well, he's leaving. He decides to like prank his school. Becomes the cool kid. He's like this geek basically that nobody really talks to. Becomes the cool kid. Does all these pranks. Turns out they don't leave, and then he suffers all the consequences. But it was one that, as a kid, I loved, and I probably watched it.
Man, I don't think I've even heard
countless times. Google it. Give it a watch if you haven't seen it.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though. I ain't gonna lie. If I have, I
The
don't
only
reject
reason why
it.
it's not underrated is because I feel like not a lot of people have seen it.
Yes,
I think it's a genuinely funny movie. And as a kid, it was one of my favorites. For sure.
That's fair. You know what? You win. You win.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Same. I would say
I think
most
it's the
people
first-
probably seen Van Wilder. If you haven't checked that out, it's got Ryan Reynolds. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of people have.
yeah.
I was copping out on that one, to be honest. I couldn't think of an underrated.
Well, it's hard. It's like I said, you know, if you think about the movies like pranks around it or prank adjacent where a prank's in it, dude, the list goes on.
There's a bunch.
There's a shit.
Yeah, old school's got a prank with a tire cinder block to your penis.
That's not a prank. That's called initiation or something.
Yeah, it's
Initiation, but it's a prank because they all thought the string was going to end and the dick was going to have to catch it. Except
Do
for
you trust
that
me?
one guy.
Provided enough rope.
You provided enough rope. Blue, you're my boy.
So funny.
You're my boy.
Dude, college movies they're full of those pranks.
Yeah, dude.
Neighbors, the one with Seth Rogen and
Seth Rogen, Zac Efron, Rose Byrne.
the airbags.
Yeah.
Like that turned into a thing. I think they stole our airbag. And then he just like slams the ceiling.
Dude,
and...
I'll admit, those are some of my favorite videos on the internet. Just looked up people getting launched by airbags.
That's so crazy.
Dude, there's one that dude's like sitting on a tire. He's like, he works at a tire shop. And he just sits down and kerpoo! And he just gets shot straight up a good 4 or 5 feet. And he comes down and he's just dazed as fuck. I'm like, yeah, you would be. When you sit down and immediately get shot 5 feet in the air.
Think if I like just pushed you, just from the bottom you sitting, and just slammed you upward with my hands, how much tension that would be on like your tailbone. To like, anytime I see like a blast and it moves their body, I'm like, that guy's probably dead.
Yeah.
Because the amount of force that has to push a person, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you went, ow, that hurt. Like, if I punched you as hard as I could while you're sitting, you wouldn't be lifted in the air.
Yeah, it fucking launches people. It's hilarious.
I do love those videos too.
It sounds terrible because I'm sure these people are hurting. It looks like it hurts.
No one cares when you're watching YouTube videos what happens to the person.
At the end of the day,
how they feel.
Next
gives
video.
a shit?
Yeah, you're like, oh, that sucks. Let's go to the next one.
Time to move on. Let's see what else.
As soon as they're done falling, we're like, all right, next video. We never stay to see if they're all right.
Yeah, nobody ever stays to see the guy like cringing in pain.
Oh yeah.
You just wait for the big explosion, then ha, ha. Slide on.
It's like Tinder for sociopaths.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, college movies. So there's a bunch of college movies.
College movies.
Neighbors 2 was actually good. I didn't think I'd like it. It was actually not a bad sequel.
It's good. Yeah, not nearly as good as the first, but still good.
As most sequels are, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody can be Shrek 2.
True.
Shrek 2. Why are you bringing up Shrek?
Because it's the pinnacle of sequels.
It's true.
I'm trying to. There's no pranks in Shrek. I mean, I don't think there was. Maybe there was. I'm sure there was.
I'm sure there is. He tried to turn his son-in-law to be dead. He didn't try to turn him. He just tried to kill him. That's a prank.
I was saying, trying to turn someone dead is also known as murdering.
Yeah, try to turn him dead.
But it's a prank.
I'm trying to turn him on
Prank.
to HelloFresh. Like, oh, what else? And to be not alive.
That's how you get away with it. Officer, it was a prank.
It was a prank.
Oh.
It was a prank. It's not my fault my knife slit his throat.
Yeah, it was a prank. He moved into my knife after I put it up on his throat.
It was a great prank when all his blood came out.
We laughed
It's real
hard.
blood. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, what? He moved into my knife, officer.
Speaking of officers, boom, good segue by
You're
you.
welcome.
I want to talk about Police Academy. Not all the movies, there's like 6 or 7, but the one prank that stands out still is where they get a hooker to get underneath the podium while he's giving a speech to blow the dean. While he's giving the last, or not the dean, I don't know what he's called. He's probably like the sergeant or something.
Yeah, it's like
God, that still is like parodied and made fun of and talked about. So funny.
It's fair.
It's actually one of those things they do on but on Practical Jokers. They have Joe sit in front of a podium, and they keep doing shit to his legs, and he'll have to walk out and show like he's in high heels, and all of a sudden he's in skirts, and all of a sudden a woman just crawls out from under there and leaves and wipes her lips.
Yes. He's
So
like
funny.
giving like a speech at a conference or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was his punishment, so he had to do everything.
So fucking
So
funny.
smart to have like, that's what I'm saying. It's one thing to be like, hey man, give a presentation. You're gonna be dressed as a woman here, and then you show up and it's like a military banquet or something. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here doing this.
Yeah, dude, those punishments were killer.
Yeah, really good.
So damn funny.
And then one that I've watched recently was Super Troopers, another police movie.
A liter of cola.
Liter of cola? Just get a large, Farva.
I don't want a large Farva.
That like spit to you? Uh-huh. Fuck it. Not to be rich.
We're going to be able to catch my flying car. Dude, that movie is still great. Broken Lizard, The Truth That Did It. Jake Chandrasekhar, who's also the taxi driver on the first Jackass movie. With the guy who's the terrorist.
Frank Aaron McGahee is the terrorist.
Yes. And he's like, are you famous? He's like, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
And that dude, Who Wants a Mustache Ride?
So funny.
So my favorite, and I quote it all the time from Super. I love Super Troopers.
It's a great one, dude. Yeah.
I'll admit, one time in high school, one time, I had taken in some green plant mixtures of sorts.
Poison Ivy?
Yeah, exactly. Everything was hilarious.
That's not good for you.
We don't do that.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, I
Probably had a weird reaction.
my eyes got all red and bloodshot.
Are we talking about lettuce?
Everything was hilarious. Okay, but we go to watch American Pie, and right at the beginning, the first fucking preview is Super Troopers.
Yeah.
And just from the preview, me and my buddy were crying laughing.
Yeah.
So we go to Walmart, we buy it, throw it in. One of the funniest videos I've ever seen. If you're ever high, I'm gonna say it right now. If you're ever high, watch Super Troopers. Makes it funnier.
I say
100%.
Just like a comedy, if you've been drinking, a party, you're not wrong. For sure.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is,
Absolutely.
The boys likes Mexico. So
but the
fun.
repeater when they just
all of it.
yeah.
Dude,
And
so meow.
I was about to pop a
Right
cat
meow.
in that pig's ass. And
Dude, Amanda just commented on your meow. That's all she had to put. I go, I know what you mean.
fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all you need to. That's all she had to put.
Do
Yeah.
I look like a cat to you, boy?
Popping nimbly bimbly from tree branch
I'm
to tree
drinking
branch.
milk out of a saucer. My favorite one that I'll quote the most
Now.
is and my wife brought it up when they're talking about shenanigans. He's like, well, our shenanigans are cheeky and funny. The
Yeah.
shenanigans are just mean. The chief
Are cruel
says,
and sad.
are cruel and mean. And I'm gonna pistol whip the next motherfucker that says shenanigans. And they're like, hey, Farva, what's that place you always want to take us to with all the goofy shit on the wall? Shenanigans?
Shenanigans?
And the fucking one guy tries to hand him his gun. Dude, fucking
It's like, knock it off.
knock it off.
That movie
Yeah, I
is
love that
entirely
movie.
a prank movie, and I didn't realize how much until the
Yeah.
guy fucking the bear costume. That was the costume.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you
Bear fucker.
dude, that was so funny.
He's just
Oh yeah, Waiting's another good prank movie.
Waiting, another Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool's a great prank
yeah.
movie.
that was one I couldn't watch because I'm afraid.
Of what the servers do.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fair, man.
Sneak
They-
peek behind the
It's
scenes.
got Dane Cook in it. He scratches his head or spits in the steak or something.
Oh yeah.
They go down the line with an order of food.
Yeah.
One person scratches their head, gets the dandruff in there.
Yeah.
The other person adds extra gravy, which is just his spit.
That was gross.
Just-
It is disgusting.
That's why.
Yeah,
like
Karen
I
in the
said,
steak. She's a real Karen.
Yeah. It
I
was,
think her name was. She might have started the Karen's fad. That girl in that restaurant.
could have been.
I don't want to be a bitch, but I ordered medium.
I felt it was just a sneak peek into the life of a
Server?
waiter, a
Yeah.
server, and I didn't want to know about that. You keep that to yourself.
Yeah,
I'll eat your dandruff. Just don't let me know that.
That's fair.
I've been on a date with the girl, and she's been rude to servers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, that took you a while to get the water, and I kind of waited to see if she was gonna, like, I'm just kidding or whatever. She was serious, and like, such a red flag.
Yeah.
Such a red flag. I was
Right
like,
off the bat.
this is done before we even started.
Yeah.
We ain't doing this because if you're rude to waiters and servers, let alone they might give you like the hollandaise special or whatever.
Yeah.
Why be rude to them? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'll never be rude to a server. Just that's a fear of mine. I will always be nice, and then I just won't tip you if you were shitting. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'll wait till the end, and then I'll run.
I bet you're so great. You have a good day. Fuck off, bitch.
Oh, you too. Tip 0. Sign your name.
I
and
don't
move
know the
on.
last time I've left a 0 tip. I've definitely left smaller tips for bad people, but I don't know if
I didn't say I've never left a 0 tip either.
I mean, there's definitely been. I had one server and she was just hitting on the table across from us, the guy,
Mhm.
the whole time, and he brought us the wrong food and all sorts of stuff. I was like, that's fine. She chose that instead of my tip.
Well, I'm sorry that Brandon sat next to you guys and not with you. It's not
Handsome.
his fault.
Handsome gentleman.
You're damn right.
Well, he also made me pay for the bill for his.
Hey.
I thought it was messed up.
As you should.
And he said, tip or good.
Everybody should always pay for my bills. Are you kidding?
That's fair.
Whiskey Cinema will do that, buddy. Now that the
Yeah.
buzz is here.
We're getting there, buddy. We're getting there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Waiting's a good one. Funny pranks. That girl who's always angry, who's yelling. I wish she went on to do more stuff. She was so funny in that movie.
I can't remember the game they used to play where they show each other's testicles
I think just called
in
the
weird ways.
The game.
I think something like that. Yeah, where they show their nuts and they get points if the guy looks.
Yeah, but you have to do it in like creative ways.
Hey, homo! They kick him in the ass. So funny.
That's a game I
Robert
play
Monroe
too.
says Sprouts.
Yeah, that's
Is
Sprouts.
What's that from?
That's the pubes that they put on the steak.
Again, I haven't watched Waiting for that.
Oh,
fear.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good movie.
It's 100%. I refuse.
Dude,
I
David-
feel like that shit happens, and I don't want to be a part
David
of that.
Ketchner's in that as well. He plays the boss, Justin Long. I really like that movie.
I like
Andy
I-
Milonakis.
You're fired because I fired you. You're not quitting. Get out.
it. Yeah. David Keckner, dude. That dude's hilarious. You mean Champ Kind?
I do.
That's who he is.
With this
He's not
bat
David-
restaurant.
He's not David Keckner. It's Champ Kind.
Started the coronavirus problem with this bat restaurant. Kentucky Fried Bats.
Let's get in. So you did favorite, underrated, overrated,
Worst?
worst. What's our worst?
You want to get into the worst?
You got
Oh,
your
I told you my worst. It was the Impractical Jokers movie.
the Impractical
Okay.
Jokers.
I'll
The
go.
shit was a huge letdown.
I'll go next. There's a couple ones that are just prank movies, and I don't know what it is. Sometimes their editing is so bad and drawn out that I'm like, just show the pranks.
Mhm.
Like they show the build up for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then they do the prank. I'm like waiting in their car or something.
Yeah.
And the one that I saw that maybe a lot of people haven't seen, Natural Born Pranksters, which I found on, I think, Amazon. I just watched it. Just bad pacing. It was really slow. The pranks were like, I'm going to break this car window and steal stuff out of it when this guy helps me like get into the car. That kind of stuff was just slow. But here's their gem that they had, which was the final stunt, which is the human cannonball. The guy that climbs the big thing, they shoot him off in the net.
Oh yeah.
So they got a group of people to stand there to see this guy do the stunt. The cannon goes off and blood shoots out. Just a bunch of blood. And then a guy who doesn't have legs must have switched places with the guy like an evil magic trick.
Yeah.
And his entrails are out and stuff. And he just starts crawling, trying to get to the finish line where he's going to get shot. And like 3 people are cheering him on and the crowd just leaves. Like that scene was like, I mean, I would just recommend watching that stunt.
Just watch the one.
Just watch that last one. But I remember watching it like, Jesus, that's a lot of blood. And then the guy crawled out. And I was like, oh my God.
Outside of that, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's a bunch of movies that are like that where they're just pranks the whole time. And you're like, man, YouTube's outshined you. I can find better pranks
Yeah.
scrolling through.
Oh, yeah. I love YouTube pranks.
I was gonna say, who doesn't?
It's hard. You got to have
Fuck
something
that
else.
shit.
You got to have some character in it. But that's
Right.
my worst one. What's your worst movie? Or show?
I've been going back and forth.
Okay.
And I'm the worst because I usually my overrated and worst are
Pretty close.
usually the same.
Okay.
And I kind of got to agree. Just after talking about it with you and how your thoughts on it, I think Impractical Jokers was the worst.
Ooh, that's harsh.
Because like I
I
said,
love it when I can convert people to really hate that piece of shit.
Oh my God.
no, like I said, just sitting here and talking because when me and my wife had watched it, I didn't mind it.
Right.
And the more I thought about it, I was like, why?
Yeah,
Why
the story's
not?
stupid. The jokes,
Why
not
just
all of them,
do
but some of them are forced. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, why not just
Enough
do,
about New Mutants. Let's talk about Impractical Jokers.
Why not just do your 1 5-minute setup, then just fucking prank the rest of it? It's what you guys
It's not a bad
do,
idea.
and you fucking ruined it.
It is funny that the TV show is so perfect, like nailed the idea and the concept, and they're like, well, let's change it.
Yeah.
That's an interesting dynamic to change it when you
What's
have
it-
the
Because
budget.
they think their stand-up is carrying them or some shit. I don't know, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's
don't
the
know.
episodes I don't watch.
100%. 100%.
That shit
It's-
comes on, I'm like, nah. I'll go watch SpongeBob.
What's
Repeat
the old
SpongeBob. Let's do it.
proverb?
What's
If
that?
it ain't fixed or if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
That's it.
Same thing. Why would you do it? It just pissed me off. The more I think about it, the more I'm fucking mad. I'm right. Yeah,
Whoa.
you're right, Brandon.
Whoa. Well,
Fuck
You know
that.
what I am, right? You know what?
They're
You know
sponsored.
what? This is to you saying that.
Oh,
Hey.
cheers, buddy, by the way. And prank movies, you don't get one because you came late. You're punished.
That's fair.
What a
prank
shitty
movie
punishment.
to the new partner.
He's still looking around for it.
And I pranked you. No shot for you.
Fuck this, I'm out.
No, wait, don't. Yeah, worst movie. I would kind of agree, but I was kind of expecting it, to be honest. I think it got released to HBO Max, which HBO Max is killing it right now, just getting all these movies to come to it.
You mean Godzilla?
HBO Max has all the Impractical Jokers, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how we started watching the series was through HBO Max.
Yes, that's how I have too. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah. Through your recommendation, my buddy was like, "Yeah, we got HBO Max. I use his account because he's awesome. Thanks, Taylor." He's like, "Yeah, we got it so you can watch Wonder Woman." And I'm like, I watched it and I'm like, "Cool. What else is on HBO Max?"
Rob.
So we started. I'll admit, I liked Wonder Woman too.
Well,
we'll talk about it. You know what? I'm gonna post my review on it later this week.
Cool. I'll do my review right now. Wonder Woman 2.
I actually liked it.
Thank you. I agree. I liked it too.
If I had to choose the first one or the second one, I would choose the second one.
God, if I have to choose between the lesser of two evils, I prefer not to choose The
Witcher. I'll say, like, I think the thing that I liked, but I know we're on prank movies real quick. I think I liked how they embraced the 80s or the 50s corniness of Wonder Woman's origin.
Yes.
Like, when she was a Golden Age comics, that was what they did. They didn't fight super evil. They fought dumb things.
Wishes.
Yeah. Like,
oh, God.
Yeah, they fought corny. Like, it's corny, and I loved it.
I can't sit next to you.
You're welcome.
And I just got to
trade me spots. I'll go sit next to him. Jeez.
Yeah. You move down there. Arizona. Move back.
I'd like to go to Arizona.
Tell Jordy she has a new roommate. You can move back here.
What's up, Jody? Yes, you're right. In the spirit of, see, now I got distracted. Now I was thinking about Arizona. That fuck up was brought to you by.
Hey man, it's raining down there now. Okay, it's not nearly as.
It's raining, but you know what else? You can say you smoked weed down here legally, Eames. You don't have to try to hide it.
Okay, there you go.
We'll be there.
Or as you like to call it, the green plant.
The green plant that does things.
Satan's kale.
The devil's kale. The devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce.
Devil's kale. Satan's kale. That's what it was.
We all are.
Satan's kale.
We all are prankster guys. We're fun. You know, we did this kind of stuff. I'm sure you guys have done pranks in your time.
Yeah.
Who
hasn't?
I want
to at least try.
Tell me one of your favorites that you've done that you guys have when you've pranked somebody and it just either worked out great or it worked out really badly but was still good.
Mm-hmm.
I used to leave the little, I had a Nerf Thor hammer.
Yeah.
Back in California, I lived there.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to keep the door propped open and I'd always set it on top.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just fall on people. It's just a stupid, easy prank. And then my friend's wife came home. She was just in a car wreck and she was really beaten up. And she came home. She had a plate of food and she had to shuffle around. She was pretty beat up. Man. And it knocked the plate of food out of her hands when she went to the room. And she just cried.
What a dick.
I felt terrible. I was like, oh, shit. I was so sorry.
What a dick. That's funny, though.
She just like, this is the final thing for today. I didn't want this, and I know it. I was like, uh-oh. Like, you said like 3 hours ago, you just hear it fall. You hear, I was like, oh, man, I'm late for something.
I got to get going.
Well, I best hit the old dusty trail.
What about you, Brandon? You got anything you've done?
Oh, God. Mine is probably to tell people to watch this podcast because it's good.
That's fair.
Solid prank.
Good prank. No.
I'm not a prank guy. I don't know. I can't remember any pranks I've done. I've done stupid shit in my life, but
sure. Well, I mean, I could tell you a couple just from when me and Brandon used to work in a warehouse together. That's how I met him, and he would constantly put a guy named Stratton and almost ship him. I mean, he would shut door. I'd see Brandon sprinting down the warehouse, and he would go into a truck and he'd slam the door on him. And, I mean, he could be shipped to fucking Ogden or something. I mean, he could be shipped to a smaller city, but he would go in there and sleep. He would go in there and fall asleep.
The dude would just fall asleep.
He just goes in there and takes naps.
That's
I mean,
funny.
you probably relate to this guy. And
we'd get along great.
I mean, just that stuff was always funny, I thought.
God, that is hilarious.
Oh, dude, I
like the fact
I did fucked up shit to that dude.
I like the fact that he sees the opportunity. He's like, well, I can't get out. I'm gonna fucking take him out. Well, you know what I mean?
He did. He was always napping. I'd always try to ship him the fuck out of there.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Where's Stratton? Almost to Miami,
I
really.
was gonna say, by this time, I'm Brigham City by now, I guess.
I think he's on his way to greener pastures.
I'm not a prank guy either. I mean, I love watching pranks. I do. My poor mother, love her to death. She is terrified of snakes, and I mean terrified. And I had bought is not a word. I had purchased I went to Lagoon when I was a kid and purchased, when the Rattlesnake Rapids came out, a rubber snake.
Okay.
That looked absurdly real.
Okay.
And as she was moving, I had found said snake as we were moving to a new apartment, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do with this? And I fucking put it in like one of her luggage bags.
Oh fuck.
So as we're unpacking, and mind you, I had forgotten I'd done this.
Mm-hmm.
So I run in there thinking something's wrong, and I immediately fall to the ground laughing after I'd seen that she had opened up this bag with the.
How old were you when you did this?
17, 18.
I was gonna say
18?
I got into pranks when I was old, where it's like not acceptable.
Yeah, we used to take.
It's always acceptable.
We used to take string and toss it on her back, and she just hated the feeling.
Jesus.
She'd fucking shoot out of the chair. Her hands would go up in the air.
I didn't know your mom's name was Bam Eames.
Yeah, crazy. My brother has the best one to this day. We were leaving to my dad's house for the weekend, and he had propped open the door. She was coming home, and he had put 4 or 5 rubber snakes on top of the door. So when she opened it, they all fell.
Oh, you guys are ruthless.
She's fucking crying. She screamed so loud, both the neighbors on opposite sides ran over to see what was wrong, to double check on her because of the scream.
Oh my god.
And they get there, and she's just fucking crying.
Dude, people that are scared of snakes.
And we are terrible. My mom is a fucking warrior.
But you found her kryptonite.
Yeah.
Snakes.
But she's a warrior because she survived this long and hasn't murdered us. For that, Mom, I thank you. I've also pranked my wife for the last 12 years. She's still here.
Got her.
You know. Got your ass, Amanda. Also pranked my way onto the show, so thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Robert Monroe commented. He said, I told the new guy at work that he has to refill the water fountain, so I gave him a bucket and had him fill it up and continue to dump it down the drain and the water fountain. So it usually takes about 20 minutes before they start asking questions.
That is fucking hilarious. I like that a lot. You got to fill that thing up. Yeah, it runs low.
My best April Fool's prank I ever did is I pranked everyone in my family. I think I was like 24. I mean, I wasn't. I stayed up till like 4 a.m. I blew up 100 balloons. I put them all in my mom's car. I got sticky notes. I covered my brother's truck in them. It took a long time to do all this.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done the sticky notes thing.
What's that?
I said, I've done that sticky notes thing. That shit does take forever.
It takes forever. Those blowing up the balloons thing, I was like, oh my god. But the prank that they were scared of, I slept in because I stayed up so late. I got a pet carrier, and my plan was to steal a goose from the park and put it in my cousin Ronnie's car. So I got this ratty old pet carrier.
Yeah.
And I went down there. For some reason, the day that I was down there, there's like 10 cops just staying there. And I was just like, fuck, I can't grab a goose. And everyone's like, don't do this, dude. You'll ruin his car. It'll shit all over it. I go, it's the prank. It's a goose. I'm putting a goose in his car. So I went down there. I couldn't get it. The cops were there all week. Someone tipped him off about my bird heist or something. And so I head back. God, fuck. So I do all these other different pranks already. I take the rubber door to my sister-in-law's room. It swung open, scared the shit out of her. She's terrified of snakes, too. And I go to sleep, and I wake up, and my brother shakes me awake. He thought it was all funny. He has a great sense of humor.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, we're terrified to go in our cars. And I was like, what? And he's like, which car has the wild animal in it? And I go, what are you talking about? And they're like, dude, you must have got like an iguana or something. We saw your pet carrier out there, and it looks like something chewed its way out of there. So which car has the animal in it? And I just started laughing so hard. It was like 12 o'clock. No one got in their car to do anything because they were terrified that there'd be a fucking duck or something.
There's a goddamn cougar in the car.
But yeah, that was like an unintentional one that had me rolling laughing. And I was like, there's not in there. Like, we're not falling for your shit. We saw the balloons. We saw you taped all the faucets, like spray us. Like, I did a lot of shit that night. And then I woke up and that had me laughing so hard. I was like, no. And I just told him the story like, oh my God, we were terrified.
God, that's so funny.
I was like, that's so, yeah. It did look like you had a fucking Wolverine in it. Because like the bars are like bent and it's like dirty on one spot. So it looks like it fucking rolled around in there.
Fucking annihilating it.
Yeah. It's like, did you get a Tasmanian devil in my goddamn Honda Civic?
I had one me and my wife did. This was fucking years ago. I was probably 19. I worked at Discover Card. Discover Card has a site or whatever in Arizona. And they had actually genuinely opened up job sites in Arizona. We're like, if you guys want to apply, you know, you're more than welcome to.
Okay.
And it was April Fool's, and we did it late in the day.
Okay.
And I thought for sure my mom and sister would have seen right through this. They did not. So we told them, we went over to the house, my mom's house, my sister was there, and we're like, yeah, we just gotta tell you guys, like, you know, a spot opened up, and we're moving to Arizona. We're a very tight-knit family. We spend a lot of time together. I love my family. My mom and my sister immediately just water fountains down their face. My mom sprinted to the room because she was so heartbroken that I was leaving.
Oh, Jesus.
And
did you throw a snake on her when she got there?
I felt so bad. I had to like walk in and be like, I'm kidding, Mom. And
oh,
I gave her a
God.
big hug, and my sister was pissed that she fell for it, and my mom was fucking not happy with me.
Of course. Well, that's funny. I like your
was...
prank was like, hey, guys, I'm leaving you. Ha, ha, ha. They all start crying like, whoops.
I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. But apparently I was wrong. I know I'm loved by my family at least.
Sometimes you just got to call somebody up and lie about someone being dead.
Yeah, that's
Every once in a while. Hey, man, I'm just calling Dad died. Fuck, man, really? Nah, no, I'm just kidding. Love you. Talk later. Fuck you, man. God damn it.
I'm going to start doing that.
Dad died. Sorry.
My brother used to joke about him and his wife being pregnant.
Huh?
And my mom always got excited.
Oh.
And then when they finally said that they were pregnant for real, she wasn't excited. She thought it was a prank.
Your brother was the boy who cried wolf?
Yeah.
That's so
He
funny.
just wants that reaction from his mom. Mom, we're expecting, oh my God. And then, just kidding, Mom.
We're expecting to be out of here by 7:30. Let's hurry up.
We're hoping for a boy or girl, but could be a chupacabra. We don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
We're not sure yet.
We're talking about pranks. We haven't brought up The Office yet.
Oh, The Office. Great
You
prank.
Him on Dwight.
You mean the best?
Stapler in the jail.
Best
The
prank
gaydar.
Damn it, Jim.
Oh, it's so funny.
Dwight, what's going on? You put my stuff in Jell-O again.
How about, you're talking about Facebook when you're scrolling through there. How about when it just goes, it's like top 10 pranks by Jim in The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And you're like, I've seen this so many times, but I do want to see it.
I watch it every time.
I'm going to watch it every time.
Anytime anything The Office comes up, I will watch that shit.
Absolutely.
He just comes in as an Asian guy. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's like, dude,
I like that you say comes in as an Asian guy.
Yeah.
Well, that was the prank. He's like, good for you for noticing.
He's
Like he's Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder.
coming in with Asian
I'm
face.
just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Funny. Yeah, Stapler, Jell-O, The Wire, all that stuff.
His whole desk is gift wrapped.
It's so funny.
And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell Christmas.
That's right.
Oh, so funny. When he
How
connects
long does it take you to wrap, Jim? Idiot.
I'll have this done in a minute. He's like, I think it might take a little bit longer than that.
When
Then he convinces Dwight he's the local serial killer or whatever. And at the end of the episode, he has him look into a mirror and he draws a mustache on the mirror. And he realizes it's him in the wanted posters the whole time.
One of my favorites is when he's teaching him fire safety. Dwight is. And he doesn't think they're paying attention, so what does he do? Shuts everybody in and starts a fire.
He seals up the doors?
And he fucking
does.
There with a blowtorch on the handle.
Oh.
So they go to like grab it and it burns their hand. It's so goddamn funny. He said they're smoking.
People are crawling through like the ceilings and shit.
Yeah. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
He's all,
Uh-huh.
usually fire takes lives, but today it's saving lives.
Yeah, and he just chucks it in the garbage can. It's so damn funny.
He takes his shit serious.
He does, dude. When Jim puts his phone up in the roof tiles.
Oh, and Andy? He punches the wall.
Andy's phone, and he can't find it. And isn't it just like him harmonizing on a song with himself?
Yeah, it's just him
So-
and like his buddies singing a song or some shit. I don't know. And then he can't find it, and he calls it periodically throughout the day, and then finally he just ends up punching a wall.
Yes. So goddamn fun. I love that show. I'm so mad.
Or how he trains Dwight command
Yeah.
words and gives him a mint every time.
Oh yeah, he does like Pavlov's dog.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he just like, he just realizes that like,
He just goes like this.
yeah,
and
stick
sits
it in the tree.
So damn funny.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best ones for pranks. I'd have to say. The Office probably takes the cake.
Oh yeah.
Every episode, there's
Oh, yeah.
one or two things in there that's
Uh-huh.
really good.
And it's mainly Jim, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Michael tries.
He
It's-
tries. I love that's what she said jokes. But even Jim gets him on his you can't say any more of those that's what she said. And Jim just keeps egging it on and says in a bunch of these sexual innuendo things, and Michael just looks and goes, "Ugh."
Yeah.
They probably that's what she said.
He's just like trying his hardest to not say that's what
Starts
she
cracking
said.
under the pressure.
So
Yeah.
funny. I love The Office. Prank shows are probably one of my favorites if we're talking. Not
But I'm
shows.
thinking mine too because I love Impractical Jokers in The Office
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The Office was a
and
great one.
Jackass.
Jackass, of course. Any of their offshoots, the movies.
Oh yeah.
The Office was a good one to bring up though, because that's what
Yeah.
I did. You don't think it's a prank show,
No,
and then like you said, it's literally every episode. There's at least one.
there's one or two or even just the start where he's just like, I bet you can't run around this building like in 22 seconds. Like, psh, easy. And he goes outside. And he's like, I'm not even timing him. I'm not even timing him.
Yeah.
He's just sprinting around the building.
It's just
Like that's all these.
yeah, just for no reason, and it's just like little things, like you say.
Yeah.
Offhanded things, but when you think about it, it's genuine pranks.
Yeah.
When he
If
first
he even fake proposes at one point where he gets on one knee and then just looks at Pam, then I have to tie my shoe real quick.
Yeah.
Because that shit.
so funny when he first moves from Scranton, Jim does, and he tries the Jello thing to Andy, and Andy just fucking loses.
He
his
just quickly
mind.
looks ahead. He's like,
Who put my shit in Jello? Just loses his mind. So funny.
Yeah, there's definitely times where you do a prank on someone and their overreaction gets you angry. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
relax.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Most people's overreaction.
Dad's not dead. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're fine.
God.
You're fine.
Why are you so angry?
You're so mad about it. You're fine.
I mean, he could be dead. I haven't talked to him. in
I
like
haven't
3
talked
weeks.
to him in years.
I don't know. Maybe.
He might be dead.
Yeah, The Office is a great one for TV shows. I think that's the best. For the prank movies, I love even like Jackass and that kind of
Mhm.
stuff was some of my favorites.
Mhm.
Underrated for me was I don't want to leave anything else. The old timey ones like Animal House. Those you can't do those pranks anymore. You know.
No,
Godfather
you can't make those movies anymore.
right.
Godfather?
Dude, we
The
put
fucking horse?
the horse head in
Yeah,
there?
the horse head in your back.
That's the ultimate prank.
That's a great prank.
That's all it was a prank. The guy took it too serious.
Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
Thank you
fuck.
for bringing that
Did
up.
they kill that guy?
Dude,
The hot
I'm glad you
the
brought
hot
that
sauce?
up. I forgot about all of the pranks in Dumb and Dumber that were so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, two actors that turned out to be not just clowns, but pretty good actors, Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
This scene where he gives him laxatives in his drinks.
Uh-huh.
Use 1 tablespoon for quick, effective action.
Fast, effective.
There you go. Oh, so funny.
that
And then killing that guy.
Yeah, that scene when he's just sitting there all of a sudden, and he gets shot back. Fucking, again, just the physical comedy thing, dude. Hilarious. My wife
It is
brings.
hilarious.
Punks too.
Did you guys watch Punk?
Punked? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who didn't, right?
Yeah.
And as much as I liked it, it was one of those things where I felt a lot of it was scripted.
Me
Could
too.
be.
They also have one on Netflix on Scare Tactics or something. With the kid from Stranger Things.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So there's a bunch of shows like that. Scare Tactics
Yeah.
I actually thought was pretty good. Definitely, I guess that's a prank show. Any of those like,
Mm-hmm.
I always like it when someone pranks somebody and it's a life or death situation, and that person like immediately starts punching that guy in the face. Like,
Yeah, I'm telling you. Some of those pranks, though, I'm immediately going to violence.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. I like to scare people. I like to do pranks and stuff. Everyone I've scared, I mean, pretty much everyone has said, "Just to warn you, bro, I'm quick to throw a fist if I get scared. And I'm like, you're not, though.
Mm-hmm.
I
know
met
Eames
people when I
isn't.
scared them that they didn't shriek like a little girl and then be embarrassed and then angry. That's just how it goes. Me included.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You know what? I have a favorite prank, and it's on Eames, where I snuck into his house. I snuck downstairs, and I scared the ever-living shit out of him. And his cat were both yelling and hissing at me.
I forgot all about that. I'm
I
playing
did
a
too.
fucking game, thinking nothing of it, and all of a sudden, I swear to God, you kick the fucking door down. You just burst the fuck. My cat loses her fucking mind, and I'm surprised because the cat's usually good at that.
Of seeing somebody coming in?
Well, anything like that. She hears everything.
What?
So I think the cat was like turning the corner right at the time. I jumped around the corner.
Yeah, just fucking
And
scared.
both of you like, holy fuck.
Scared the piss out of me.
Oh, that's so funny.
God, I forgot all about that.
That's what pop-up scares are fun. I like to I would stand in the hallway with the lights turned off, and I wouldn't move. I think this is the best way to scare someone. Not to pop out, but stand in a really creepy, crooked angle and don't move, and wait till they realize you're there.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my God. I've scared my nieces, my niece Faith. I scared her so bad she fell over. Like she just jumped like with fright and fell over. You just get at a really weird angle and they look up and you just move a little bit towards them.
Yeah.
Kind of Blumhouse style.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so much fun.
So funny.
My wife gets scared every time I come home. She's like, fuck. You're home.
Yeah.
Pranked. Pranked again.
Thanks again.
Fucking gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Oh, that is a thing. That is definitely a thing that I've done with Chrissy. The mirror, where you open up the medicine cabinet and I'll walk in there to brush my teeth or something and then they close the mirror. But I'm there now.
Yeah.
I definitely had a terrible habit of doing that. Just tired. Just exhausted. Like,
Yeah.
And then you're just like waiting for your turn and she closes it and then she screams and then you get fucking scared as shit because she's screaming at you.
Never happens. My wife does it all the time. I'll walk around the corner like, fucking Jesus. I'm like, I live here. I live
here.
This is my house too.
It's the worst thing because me and my wife do it all the time. That same thing where it's just like you hear them and you're just like waiting for them to move and so you can scare the shit out of them.
I don't know what it is. I used to like.
God, my wife's gotten me quite a few fucking times, dude. She went some in the
purpose?
shower. Yeah.
Oh, in the shower?
It's the worst. And she doesn't like do the cold water thing.
Okay.
She'll fucking like grab my ass and fuck. So I'm like, who the fuck is grabbing my ass?
It's never her. It's always me.
Every time, because she always comes in at the most opportune time. I'm sitting there washing my face, so I don't hear shit. The water's all around my face. So she just walks right in and just fucking scares the shit out of me.
I feel
every
like
time.
your awareness is garbage.
I'm terrible.
How many people can sneak up on you all the time?
Everybody,
boss does
apparently. Him and his cat.
Yeah, my boss does it daily. I work at a prank shop, basically. My boss and my boss's son do it all the fucking time. You bring up the you've never met anybody who's immediately cocked a fist back?
Yeah.
My buddy Lane.
Does he?
I've almost gotten hit. And I mean like where he fucking had to like pull the punch because he realized it was just to try and scare him.
You gotta have like warrior instincts.
Yeah, that's what I call him. I was like, no wonder why you get in fights all the time. You're not afraid of anything.
Ah!
Your
shit,
first
grandma.
reaction is to sock somebody in the face. Mine's be like, hey!
Right.
Shit!
Sure, when you get
Get
scared.
out of here! He fucking, I scared him one time so bad, he turned around and fucking was like, I'm like, whoa, hey! Why was that your first go-to?
Right.
Like, I don't like it, dude. I'm like,
I'm not about that.
fair, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
I don't want it.
I ain't trying to get punched in the face. It's pointless.
That is a good move. If you do get punched once by a guy, like, okay, note to self.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna wear a bell around this guy because I don't want to have two black eyes.
You don't need to get punched for no reason. Just for walking up on somebody.
That's so funny. Yeah, dude, popping out and scaring people. I feel like one day I'll mature, but I hope I don't.
I mean, I hope I don't.
Dude, I had an inflatable dinosaur costume. I'm remembering all this stuff now. I had an inflatable dinosaur costume.
You had one.
Somebody broke it.
And then I popped.
He popped my dinosaur
I
costume.
still have mine.
That's right.
I have a dinosaur
I
costume.
scared the shit out of all of my nephews and nieces one day.
Did you?
Thinking
Dude,
they think it was cool that a dinosaur was there. They all cried. I felt bad.
Was it
I
for like
chased
your
them a little.
birthday?
Hey guys, I'm Jesus, Brandon. They're in tears.
Shut up. You'll get Brandon's is like that super realistic raptor one. 6, 10 feet
That's right.
long.
I just want
Yeah, you actually have to like.
Well, what Brandon tells you, he smeared blood on his face. He had half a cat like prop in his hand, and he just like popped out the bushes.
He's like,
Happy birthday.
He's like just going method for what I was doing.
Hey man, I agree. You got to. If you're gonna scare somebody, you
Me
gotta.
and Jared Leto, we're method actors.
Hey, dude.
That's right.
Method is fun.
Damn right.
I wish you were method as a dinosaur. You'd die off.
Just get struck by a meteor 65 million years ago.
Best
That
friend.
makes 3 of us.
Yeah, guys, I
I
think
think we hit everything.
dude, I'm feeling it. I love it. Check out some of these movies that we've mentioned. If you guys have some fun pranks that you've done, dude, comment on here below. We had a couple people commenting. Pretty funny, dude. I mean, like, some
Who
of the
doesn't
stuff
love
is great.
grace though? You know what I
You
mean?
got- dude, and
Absolutely.
also, just take them with grace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just try to take them with grace.
Exactly. Don't swing at anybody, Lane. You're fine.
Do it. Swing at it. Punch him in the face.
It's okay to be scared.
By the way, I got to Venmo Lane about $20 for punching Jordan tomorrow.
He will.
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Whiskey Cinema. Love, appreciate it. Everybody that's been checking it out, we got pretty good numbers. Thanks, guys. Love you, appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
We'll get better at this. And I
Yes,
won't
we
nap.
will. Learning.
No
learning
more
process.
napping for you.
That's fair.
Brandon, I want you to go over to his house when he naps and scare the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll be there in 10 hours flat.
You fly back. It's like $59 round trip right now.
That's not bad.
Damn right. It's cheap. Rona, man. Rona makes things cheap.
Hell yeah, dude. $60 every Sunday. That's not bad.
Fuck yeah.
Airlines
All right,
prank.
guys.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys. Thank you so much.
Adios. That's so funny.